Hello, everybody. This is KTV meteorologist Todd Jacoby, and welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. We have one on tap this weekend. There's no getting around this, folks. This is going to be a pretty significant storm system, and the main precipitation type is going to be plain old rain. However, this is setting up. You're looking right now, by the way, at the European model, the great state of Arkansas, and it's, in my opinion, kind of between the NAM and the GFS. And on the GFS, if you're rooting for cold and snow, you're rooting for the NAM. If you don't want the snow, you're rooting for the GFS. And I don't think either one's going to be perfect on this. But the large majority of the precipitation is going to fall in the form of rain. And then the question is what happens late Sunday as the colder air comes in. Now, this is I can't stress this enough. This is a completely different setup than what we have had this entire winter. And it's a very typical setup. Very typical for late winter and into early spring. This is what we call, this is a very strong upper level low. The cooling, the cold air in the past several storm systems that have affected us this winter, we've had low level Arctic air coming in with a warm, moist flow on top of that. So what you've had is cold air building from the ground upward, but it's warm aloft. And so that's why we've gotten, because of that warm layer aloft, you've gotten a lot of ice this winter, a lot of sleet and freezing rain. This is completely different. This is an upper level low, and it's a pocket of very cold air in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So we're cooling things from the top down to the ground. It's a situation where the temperature could be above freezing and it's snowing because the air above us is so super cold. All right, I've talked 2 minutes and 6 seconds. So let's get into the model maps here. This is off of weatherbell.com. And remember, you're looking at precipitation over the previous 6 hours. And this is valid. This is what we're looking at between 1 a.m. on Sunday. This is all going to start, by the way, all going to start by, let's see, probably late Saturday afternoon, mid to late Saturday afternoon. There's a surface low over southwest Arkansas. Look at the heavy amounts of rain this is showing over west central and northwest Arkansas. See all that rain? This is all just plain rain here. Temperatures are in the 50s and 60s for the most part across the state. And then you go out to a Sunday morning. This is where the cold air starts coming in. This is rainfall amounts between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m. on Sunday. There's the surface low right there. It's showing that the precipitation is going to cut off across the south. And then you get what's called wraparound moisture coming in from the north. You see all this back in here? And the isobars are stacked up, so it's going to turn quite windy. There's a big pressure difference. But behind this low, that's where the cold air at the surface starts to come in. And there's an upper area of low pressure developing and organizing over the region. And so it's starting to cool aloft. I know this is probably difficult to see, but do you see this blue line right here, this light blue line? That's the 35-degree line over southern Missouri. Just to the north of that darker blue line, you see that? That's the freezing line. So no freezing temperatures in Arkansas at all Sunday morning and into the early afternoon. It's still above freezing, but the temperatures are falling at this point in time. Now let's go between 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. Look what happens. There's the 35-degree line, and it's all the way down to Conway. I think that once you get, and then also you see the 32-degree line in North Arkansas. This is all wraparound moisture. It's windy, it's cold, and the temperatures are falling. So you saw that during the afternoon, that those temperatures, that 35-degree line and that 32-degree line, dropped to the south. So falling temperatures on Sunday. Here's the moisture. The back edge is coming through. And what you're looking at probably in this area of the state, where the temperatures are, 32 up here, 33, 34, maybe 35 in this area. This is what the European model is seeing as a changeover to some snow, probably, because like I said, it's so cold aloft, it may even reach the surface as as in the form of some wet snowflakes. But like I said, this is quick moving, and it's gone by Sunday night to Monday morning. All right, so snowfall amounts according to the and this is what I'm looking at here according to the European. Here's snowfall amounts, and it's showing an inch or two across the north. There could be more, across this area, especially these counties. So this is what I was talking about when I was working on Daybreak this morning. This is the area of the state, the northern Arkansas, the area that you need to watch that is most prone to this. Now, with that said, the NAM is the extreme option and brings it further towards the south, that back in and drops the colder air, much stronger upper level low, much stronger, and in a favorable position too. The GFS just looked kind of ho-hum about it, and maybe a couple flurries up towards the north. But, this is what I'm thinking right now is a possibility. On St. Patrick's Day, I want some green snow out there in northern Arkansas. You need to dye that, but if it happens. In this winter, you never say never to Arkansas weather, right? There has been snow in Arkansas on St. Patrick's Day. In fact, one of our biggest March snows has happened on St. Patrick's Day. It was well before most of us. In fact, I think before any of us were born. It was in the 1800s. I'll have to look that up. Anyway, I'll keep you updated on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you so much for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.